Hello everyone, welcome to my video. I decided to just sit in my kitchen. I'm literally sitting on the kitchen floor just because I want to do a little get ready with me. I have some extra time now. Some major life events have happened and as you all know, the coronavirus has taken over the entire world and kind of affected all of us. It's not obviously infected everyone, but it has affected everyone in the way that their lives have kind of been altered for a few weeks. So for me, my school decided to close down, suspend classes. They decided to suspend classes and they wanted to take away face-to-face classes so that way we're not within, 6 feet of each other and we can kind of quarantine ourselves a little bit and sort of let the virus not be spread to everyone. So I could talk a lot about it, but I would really rather not. Because right now I just want to play with makeup. And so that's pretty much what we're going to do today. I probably will talk about a bit of what's going on though, because it's just kind of where my life's at right now, and why not? It's a get ready with me. Actually, first I'm going to apply my CeraVe sunscreen. The lighting here is good. It's natural lighting. I'm actually sitting in front of a big window and I kind of just chose this spot because it's got really good lighting and because I really just didn't want to be in my normal spot. I just wanted to move out and change it up a bit. It's a bit messy in there and I need to clean it up, and I just think better when it's not so messy. How has the coronavirus affected you? Please tell me in the comments below. Let me know if your trips have been canceled or what have you. I think it's very interesting to observe everyone. I think that there's a lot less people that are freaking out. I think there are a handful of people that are absolutely freaking out, and for those people it really affects them, and then for everyone else we're mainly just precautious. We're really careful. I'm using my Pretty Fresh foundation that I love. This is a tinted moisturizer and it's a foundation that I've been using when I want very natural makeup days, and it evens out my skin tone and kind of slightly covers blemishes without like enhancing their texture and that kind of thing. So I think it's a great color for me. It matches really well. I'm going to actually use my sponge to tap it in. This is the Flower Beauty sponge. I love it. It's super bouncy. Nothing new, but it's my first one and I've just been loving it. It's probably my favorite sponge. It's probably slightly more of a favorite than the Beauty Blender. I really, really like the bounciness of this one. I think that it has a special texture to it that's probably my most preferred, a sponge texture. So anyway, back to my talking about the things. I was at school one day and someone was talking all about the basically I guess the warnings that the CDC has put out, and he was basically, it wasn't a teacher, it was just a classmate, and he was like, the whole world's ending, and he was very dramatic. And I think for people like that, it's a very real thing for them. It's very serious, and I'm not downplaying that it's not a serious issue. It really is. But I think most people are relatively level-headed about it, and the media is just playing up the people that are way nuts about it. But schools have shut down. My school has completely shut down. We had our last week of classes. When I'm filming this is on a Friday. We had our last class today in person, and then this next week we were supposed to still have class, but they suspended those classes and said the teachers are not allowed to give lectures or have any assignments or due dates. So pretty much I have 2 full weeks of spring break. But the problem is I would be way more excited, but everything's being canceled. Mulan was going to be coming out on March 27th, and I have been looking forward to that for months now. It's just been really something exciting for me. I've been watching all the previews and just like enjoying some of the music that they've been sneak peeking, and I've been here for it. But then they announced that they are no longer going to be releasing on box office day, which is March 27th, because they know they won't get the box office sales that they are expecting, because everyone is not encouraged to go out, and obviously going to the theater includes going out. So I'm really disappointed because it was such a big deal, and it was going to be released right close to my birthday, and I was really excited. It was kind of like, I guess I had kind of claimed that as a part of my birthday gift or something. I don't know, like to myself from Disney. I don't know. But now that it's canceled, I'm so sad. It will be okay because obviously it still will release, but it just won't release during spring break anymore. And so I'll be very busy doing a lot of assignments and like all that. I'll obviously find time to go to the theater, but it just was convenient to have it during the time that it was supposed to release, and now it's like everything is being put on hold. Oh, by the way, I'm using my Physicians Formula Organic Wear Bronzer Stick. I have been really enjoying this, and it looks really warm, but I've been using this Real Techniques 402 Sculptor. I think it's called the sculpting brush, and I've just been blending it in. And I think that it just works really well. And it kind of takes time, so like if you're in a hurry, this probably isn't the best method. But for me, I've just been enjoying it. When I have time to enjoy putting on my makeup, I really enjoy this step because I think because it takes time, because I just have to like work in this cream bronzer into my skin. It just is part of the process, and it makes me enjoy it. You see how that blends in? It doesn't look as harsh. It really looks super orange, but after it's blended in, I don't really feel like that it pulls quite as overly orange to me. I think that it's a good color for me. So I don't know if I'm going to put this part in my video just because it can come across as one way or another. So if I do keep it in, please take this in the best way that I mean it. So I'm Chinese. This coronavirus stuff has really gotten out of hand because like apparently people aren't going to Chinese restaurants as much because they're afraid that they're going to get the coronavirus. And I think that there are some people that think that some of the food or maybe they've traveled from China recently and they're afraid that they carried the virus with them. But honestly, like Chinese people that have restaurants, they live here. They get their stock from suppliers in America, and it feels very racist to me when I hear that the Chinese restaurants have been suffering a bit because of the fear that simply because they're from China that they might, by someone eating at a Chinese restaurant, they might contract the coronavirus simply by just eating at a Chinese restaurant. And that's so offensive. I think you guys need to support the Chinese restaurants more because they could be sending their funds over to China, to people and organizations that are actually being affected. And I I'm shocked at the way that people think. It makes me feel like my race of people have been discriminated against, and I don't like that. So, yeah, I hope that you understand. I'm mainly wanting to speak up for my fellow Asian community, because we can't help that we're Chinese or that we're Asian, and if someone avoids you or, you know, does something weird, try not to take too much offense, but on the other hand, I want to, as an American citizen, I want to kind of say I'm sorry and sort of bring it up, because it is a thing that's happening, and it's really sad to me that we are still dealing with that kind of thing and in the 21st century, and that there's still racist people out there. Okay, I'm also using Luminoso by Milani. Someone else recently used this. I think it was actually Jessica. Who was it? I think she brought this out recently, and I love this blush. So I hope that that wasn't too forward in what I said, but I also wanted to bring it up just because it does affect me, and it makes me sad for people who have businesses who obviously still need to make a living, and they can't help this virus, and it's not their fault, and I'll just leave it at that. So now I'm going in with, this is the Hourglass Ambient. The shade is called Euphoric Strobe Light, and it is the highlighter in one of their more recent palettes. And I think that it's really, really, really pretty, because it doesn't look like a strip across my face. It doesn't look like a fake highlighter strip across my face. I feel like that it just kind of gives that sheen that I'm looking for, and that sparkle and that little bit extra, but nothing too wild. It's more of a natural thing for me. I have my Milani powder here. This is the Conceal and Perfect powder, and I usually use my Tati Beauty Powder Puff. I kind of enjoy the slight dewiness on my face. I think powder can sometimes really emphasize texture and actually be a negative addition to my face. So when I use my tinted moisturizer, I have been going a lot less powder. I've been using a lot less powder. So last step, this Pretty Fresh hyaluronic acid spray has been super nice. This sprayer is crazy good, and it's so gentle. And I just feel like that it just kind of refreshes the face, and I love it, and it smells good. It's good. It's good stuff. I think today I'm not going to wear eyeshadow, which is very rare for me. I love eyeshadow, and I wear it all the time. But I'm going to go into my e.l.f. Jet Black Liquid Eyeliner and just do a line, and I think I might do a little wing, and then that's it. Let me turn off. Hey guys. Alright, so I decided to just do my eyeliner off camera because I didn't want to do, that would take so much time. I've always got my mirror like right here. I don't like doing eyeliner on camera. So now I'm using the e.l.f. brow pencil, and I'm just going to make them a little bit darker, define them out a little bit, but nothing too crazy. I really love natural eyebrows. I don't like them to be kind of too much, because then you're only looking at the eyebrows and not at my eyes. And then my Flower Beauty in Spiced Petal. This is the dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk, and it's just really pretty. It does make my lips pinker slightly. You can tell I only put it on the bottom lip, so you can tell that it definitely makes it slightly brighter, slightly pinkier, but I do think that it's a very flattering color. When I don't have any eyeshadow on, I think that it really is flattering. Yeah, so that is my video. I think I've said everything that I kind of want to say. Yeah, leave me down below the thoughts that you have regarding all of this coronavirus madness and what's been going on in your life. And I will, I guess, talk to you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to my channel if you enjoy this, and ring the bell if you want to know when I upload new videos. So I'll talk to you next time. Bye!